All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. The name of the video is Candace Owens at a hearing on confronting white supremacy. All right, let's check it out. Let's see where this video takes us, guys. Let's jump into it.
I just have to say that I object strenuously to your use of the word hilarious. To me, this feels a lot like your reaction to being named in one of these manifestos. Now, you're of course not responsible for the words of somebody writing that document, but I do think that laughing at it is a real problem because these are real families that are impacted by this violence. And I think our efforts towards talking about this have to start from a place of mutual respect, which is what I've heard from this side of the table. Now, the reason we don't have those numbers, I want those numbers as much as you do, but to say the numbers don't show something is simply not supported by the data.
Okay, and I have 38 seconds left, Ms. Mulligan, if you want to respond within that time.
The only thing I would add is that it's in the name. Terrorism, domestic terrorism, it terrorizes us. It terrorizes us in our homes. It terrorizes us in our schools. And to the points made by the other panelists, it is disproportionate to its impact on any individual life, and it's not.
You reject the idea it's something that doesn't matter, or it doesn't really matter?
Absolutely reject.
Okay. All right, so here's where we are. Every member now has had 5 minutes and...
I'll go ahead and claim my 5 minutes.
Okay, and Mr. Clay, so we have 2 members who have not. So I'm going to go to the 2 members who have not yet, and we'll give an opportunity for a closing thought to any member who wants before we go.
Am I next to respond, or is Mr. Meadows?
I thought Mr. Meadows was
Mr.
next.
Meadows, okay.
Mr. Meadows is next, then Mr. Clay, then to you, Mr. Jordan.
Okay.
Ms. Owens, obviously this is a gang up on you. You know, we're giving these witnesses the ability to do a rebuttal on you, and so you know, I find it unfair, Ms. Ballou. I mean, you know, candidly, for you to show mutual respect and then you to go after Ms. Owens, it's not appropriate. So, Ms. Owens, you can have 4 minutes and 34 seconds to respond. However,
you yield for a second.
I'll yield to.
Thank you. I believe, Ms. Owens, when you used the word hilarious, it was referencing the fact that no one had asked you a question. It wasn't to the subject matter of the hearing. Is that right?
That is correct.
And to have another witness insinuate something that is not accurate is just not appropriate, Mr. Chairman, for how witnesses are supposed to behave in front of this committee. I also think you didn't say it doesn't matter about the subject matter of today's hearing. You said there are other subjects that matter as well, and maybe we should spend some time on those. Is that accurate?
That is correct, and they matter much, 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 much more.
Okay.
And I've said,
yeah, this is much better to do here. Like, we're going to have to definitely reframe the argument, because obviously, if there's just a group of people, specifically on this side of the table here, that are trying to frame the scenario in a way that basically makes Candace Owens look terrible, obviously, this is about that terrible incident that happened a long time ago where she was in fact mentioned, but also at the same time, there were other people mentioned. All right, there were other people mentioned. It was ramblings of, like, you know, random video games. It was wild, bro. It was all over the place. So the fact that she was mentioned in something like a manifesto specifically really holds no weight in the argument, because again, it was ramblings of a crazy person.
I said that in my opening, and I will say it again. You know that white supremacy and white nationalism ranks nowhere near the top of the issues that are facing Black America. And the reason that you are bringing them up in this room is because it is attempt to make the election all about race, as the Democrats.
Not in my case, Ms. Owens. I'm sorry. Please do not characterize my motive.
Mr. Chairman, it's my time.
Yeah, it's my time. You've got your time, Mr. Meadows. I'll give you 3 more seconds.
Every 4 years, you bring up race, and you knew exactly what I meant when I said hilarious, and you just tried to do live what the media does all the time to Republicans, to our president, and to conservatives, which you tried to manipulate what I said to fit your narrative, okay? I was not referring to the subject matter that is hilarious. I said it's hilarious that we are sitting in this room today, and I've got 2 doctors and a missus, and nobody can give us real numbers that we can respond to so we can assess how big of a threat this is. Because you know that it is not as big of a threat as you are trying to make it out to be, so that you can manipulate. And the audacity of you to bring up the Christchurch shooting manifesto and make it seem as if I laughed at people that were slaughtered by a homicidal maniac is, in my opinion, absolutely despicable. And I think that we should be above that.
I'm gonna let her
to try
cook
to
for a
assign
second.
reality or any meaning to a homicidal maniac writing a manifesto, which, by the way, let the record show, also stated Spyro the Dragon, the child's cartoon, as a source of inspiration. He also
not a
cited
cartoon.
Nelson Mandela as a source of information. I don't think that Nelson Mandela has inspired mosque shootings. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong. You would rather assign meaning to a homicidal maniac than to actually address the things that I said today that are actually harming Black America. Number one, father absence. Number two, the education system and the illiteracy rate. Illegal immigration ranks high, abortion ranks high, white supremacy and white nationalism, if I had to make a list again of 100 things, would not be on it. This hearing, in my opinion, is a farce, and it is ironic that you're sitting here and you're having 3 Caucasian people testify and tell you what their expertise are. Do I know what my expertise are? Black in America. I've been Black in America my whole life, all 30 years, and I can tell you that you guys have done the exact same thing every 4 years ahead of an election cycle, and it needs to stop.
Oh,
Thank you, Mr. Meadows. And now
hold the phone. I mean, where's the lie? I'm looking for one. Listen, I'm someone who does not just agree with people just to agree with people. I will pick your flaws. I will pick your flaws apart, right? But the problem is that, yeah, this is what the Democrat Party does. In fact, this is just what they do. And I think many Black people, specifically, not Black women are going to vote for the. They're going to vote. They're just going to vote Democrat. That's just what they're going to do. And then the men that were also raised in single father households are normally also going to vote Democrat, right? Like that's just, it is what it is because they're men, but they kind of exude the energy of like single baby mothers. I can't explain it, right? It's weird. But here's the thing: I'm looking for the lie in the scenario, but I'm not really seeing one, guys. She absolutely eviscerated her opponents. I really wish that the video was slightly longer, so I can specifically get a couple of their responses because I want to know what they have to say because that's just what they're, some Black Americans are starting to notice, specifically when it comes to the Democrat Party. Every 4 years, you make all these grandiose statements and grandiose come together, kumbaya type of things, and you'll literally never do nothing. You basically utilize the Black vote like it's a token for the most part. We gotta run some random candidate no one cares about or really knows, but hey, listen, they're Democrat and they're going to give entitlements to the Black American community. So what's going to happen here? They're going to get the vote, right? Now, when it comes down to like specifically white nationalists and white supremacists, by default, they don't want to be around Black people, like openly. Like they just do not want to be around Black people. So in terms of the Black community specifically, it's more of the internal stuff that actually affects Black people more than the random white national that lives in Arkansas and Ozarks. Right? Think about that. Like, what do they have to do with some random family, let's say, on the west side of Atlanta or in Memphis, Tennessee, bro? Nothing. Okay, it's the community. It's all the things that surround it. It's the education deserts, the food deserts. It's everything involving it. It's the lack of police, let's say, in the area. I'd bring the National Guard to every single ghetto in America. Clean it up, bro. Act better. You guys are Americans, right? Drop the hyphens, number one. Drop the hyphens. No more hyphenated Americans, okay? I think that would kind of solidify some things if we drop the ridiculous hyphens. But I understand the Democrat Party, the party of slavery, basically wants the hyphens so you know, right? What people are on paperwork, let's say. Guys, this is the craziest thing in the world. It's ridiculous. Get rid of these hyphening. Get rid of these hyphens. Take the race off of the thing, because bro, there's one race. It's human. Okay. It's when I look at it, I'm just like, what are you asking me? Like, what race are you? Homo sapien. That's my species. I don't know what you mean by that. African American? Nah, bro. I don't like it. American. Right? Second Amendment. Big guns. Right? I make my own knives. Right? Like, I'm just, wait, that was a bad one. That was work in progress. I make my own knives. Right? Kiradashi. Right? So the point I'm trying to make here is drop the hyphens, come together, the Democrat Party needs to understand that you cannot consistently utilize the black vote like it's just some like poker chip, bro. Right? Like there's gonna come a time where black Americans realize that's not what's needed, bro. Right? I don't know when it's gonna be. Probably in the year 3000, potentially. Who knows, right? But guys, listen, let me know in the comments what you guys think. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. And if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. In the meantime, I will catch you guys later. All right?